Asta had one for all. It's a genetic trait passed down through family. You guys didn't see the last part. And this is a for real question. So have you ever poured a soda and tried to drink it afterwards? Like before you can even drink any? You suck up all that bubble fizz stuff that pops up and you literally cough to death. Or is that just me? But yeah. So he does have a power passed down from his father, lock on. So yeah. And that's just tied into one for all. So yeah. We're gonna start off at capital attack. Also runs off at full speed. And speed blitzes everybody. The Crimson Lion's little brother goes. Well, runs after. And so I'm gonna say she grabs onto her broom and flies off. And so does the Crimson dude. So they all get their plan to go everywhere. Also, I'm gonna say he jumps in the air at full thing and he says lock on. Locking on to every single one of the zombies in a 20-meter rate. No. Just in front of him. And he starts punching, hitting them in the head, exploding on their head pretty much. Where they can't come back up after that. So he's doing this. And I'm gonna say he sees the girl whenever he is choosing who to lock on. And what he does a Delaware smash, kind of how All Might did, sending him back. And he doesn't call them smashes, but I remember all the smashes, only a couple actually. Sending him towards the girl, while all those punches that he threw to get there were hitting all the other zombies in front of her. Then he finds the dude that's reincarnating all of them. So what's gonna happen is that he has Jake, or whatever the person's name was, and Deku, whenever he shoots on all of his attacks, but not Deku, but Asta says lock on, starts punching, and I'm gonna say he creates the skill called Spread Shot, after thinking only if I had more punches. This just divides all of his punches into 4. So if you would have threw 2 punches, it would split into 8 in total, where he can fend off magic. And he's this and stuff. So yeah. Then he takes his sword out and he says, "Spread slice." With his 2, it's pretty much just spread shot again with the sword. But it's cutting through and dispersing magic. So this is a better version of it because it has a follow through. So this starts hitting the dude. I'm gonna say cutting his limbs. Then dude's screaming in pain, and he summons all 3 other ones of his, or whatever he has, and he's attack them to do with lightning attacks. And I'm gonna say this is about to power Asta, but Asta, because he only had 1 sword out, he pulls out his 2nd sword. No, he had his sword out, but this is whenever Noelle says, what's it called again? I totally forgot the name of her magic. Something what was it called? I feel dumb for some reason. It was something. What was it called? I'm so dumb, I swear. It was I really... Mercury magic. I am dumb. She says combine magic, twisting Mercury shredder, or twisting Mercury tornado, or something like that. And then she activates this and this destroys the dude shooting lightning. And Asta says spread shot again with his swords, killing off the other dude. Reincarnation thing. And yeah. And then he gets teleported out, and that all happens. I think my game's lagging. I hate when my game lags. So yeah, that happens. They have the little girl safe. So then Noelle and him starts taking down all the other zombies. And then this is where they see the Crimson Lion dude lost his arm and stuff. So then he lost his arm though. And then he goes. Then the people sneak attack Asta. But what I'm gonna say is that Asta, he's kind of angry, so he says target, and he starts spamming spread shots of swords. And this is enough to start slicing through the salamander. And I'm gonna say he throws the sword in the air, and he says target, goes up in the air, does maximal power kicks with the swords, slicing through the people with the vine magic and all kinds of stuff. And like Noelle's seeing how he kind of went berserk. Not berserk, but like his one fall spiking energy. I'm gonna say kind of, because it's not like actual one for all. So it's spiking energy, giving him even more strength than normal, pushing his power to 60. But what I'm gonna say after this, he won't be able to move because he has so much strain on his body. He ultimately defeats them, even the girl with the salamander, because he was like, yeah, and he takes down her. They all get away, but then after that, Asta collapses. And people are confused. Noelle's confused, and Noelle says, water healing magic, because I won't give her healing magic. And yeah, it's not that good of a healing magic. It's kind of just like, Avatar, how their healing kind of was. Not too strong, but not weak enough where they can't just heal somebody from on the verge of death and keeping them alive. But yeah. Yeah, so he gets healed up, and they get the message. What was it again? Yeah, they get the message to defend. Yeah, so they did defend the people. So then they get the mission to go to the water temple. And they're going to the water temple. Noelle could use her magic perfectly fine. So she just destroys them pretty much. Not destroys them, but she says water magic, sea dome or something like that. and they get down. But whenever she learns like a new spell, it will be Mercury. If she has Mercury Sea Dragon, or Mercury Dragon, or and water magic water Sea Dragon, taking them down, destroying them. But she used the kind of combined form, making it way bigger than normally is, because you guys can see that whenever you combine magic like magma and luck does, that becomes way stronger than normal. That's kind of what they did. So yeah, that like boosted up their magic a lot. So that's why these spells are way stronger than they normally would be. So yeah. He takes down them, Asta, teleportation dude, and Vanessa are battling the other dude. But Asta, I'm gonna say, he's using spread shot, counteracting all the other dudes' attacks, because once he sends them out with his fist, he locks onto them, sending several attacks towards them, cutting through them with his anti-magic and stuff. So yeah, from a sword. So yeah, they're battling. So they're battling, and they'd be able to take down the people there pretty easily. Not pretty easily, but they're doing their combined move again. Well, awesome. Whenever he's speeding them up by using wind pressures from his punches behind him, but all those punches actually hit the dude. No, with his swords hitting the dude, slicing him up, because he never misses a shot pretty much. Or he can actually, but like he barely does. And then they ultimately defeat him. After Asta and him collide with their fish. I'm gonna say what happens is to defeat the dude. Asta goes 100%. Does 1,000,000% smashes with his arms. Defeating the dude, breaking his arms while getting cursed and stuff. So yeah, they beat that dude. Also, can't get his arms healed because it's not as bad as Duffy's, but it's still pretty bad. It's kind of like if he were in like canon how it was broke, but he could still like move his fingers and stuff. Because I'm gonna say Asta's muscle power and all that kind of counteracted it. And that makes him able to win. And Vanessa gets the idea to go to the Queen of Witches. And that's it.